Acheson at AStampAbove.com, coming to you from beautiful Sarasota, Florida. I almost said Wisconsin. How's everybody doing tonight? Ready for some stamping shenanigans, Bonnie says. Tracy from Ocala, Florida. Debbie is here. Lori from Ohio. Amy from Ohio. Thanks for the share, Lori. Really appreciate it. Connie shared. Courtney from Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh my gosh. Whoops, coming in all over the place. Hang on, I got my volume up on my iPad. But I did get in okay, you guys. So let's just keep our fingers crossed that everything goes really good. I always forget to tell you guys that if for some reason we get shut down on this live feed, I have another live feed that I will take the link to and post it in the comments on here. So if for some reason we get shut down, sometimes there's just glitches. Wait and watch the comments and I will post the new link and open up a new video. Sometimes that happens. Hi, Vicky from Australia. Yeah, California, Albuquerque. Kathy from Wisconsin. We've got Maine, another Ohio in the house, California, Michigan. Woo! Lots and lots of people from all over the world. How was my weekend? Looking good in my crown. Thank you very much, Sharon. My weekend was really good. My week was really good. We had a really good week. I flew home on Monday. Listen to me. I flew back here from Wisconsin. Don't be mistaken, Wisconsin is my home. But I flew in from Wisconsin on Monday. I was home for the weekend to see all the grandbabies and kids, and oh, it was just fantastic. That little Miss Val, she smooched me up one side and down the other. We had so much fun. That was last Monday, right? All the days are running together. So we've had a really good week here. We got to go to the beach one day. We saw dolphins. I posted an ocean video, and if you watch it, there's a dolphin you can see in the water. There were 2 dolphins that went up and down the beach area. That was really cool. What else did we do? I worked, like work. I go for my walk every day. I didn't do it today though because we had company coming in and I needed to get everything ready for tonight so that we could go get them at the airport and I could visit with them. So, hi Barbara and Connie and Luba, happy to see you here. Rosemary, Mary Lynn, woohoo! We've got Audrey, happy to see everybody coming in. So we picked up my brother and my sister-in-law at the airport today. They flew in from Milwaukee and they're here for a week and I'm so excited to be hosting them. I just really love to spend time with them. They're really good, fun people. Tomorrow we are going to, I can't remember the name of the beach, but it's where we look for shark teeth. Oh, I should show you the shark teeth. Hang on. Let me grab them. So this is an entire, oops, hang on, things are falling. This is an entire little jar of shark teeth that my cousin Dawn and her husband pick up on the beach. And so they've got all these fancy screens and scoopers to go and look for shark teeth. And we're gonna go with them and some friends that they have here from Green Bay right now. And we're gonna go to the beach and look for shark teeth tomorrow. So that should be really fun. I'm looking forward to some beach time. My brother, Jeff, and his wife, Barb, are super excited to be in some warm weather. They were ice fishing yesterday. And today they're in Florida and they just went to the pool. So we should have a great time with them this week. I'm looking forward to it. What else? Did you guys have a good week? Oh, Courtney says mystery stamping was so much fun. I am so glad that you enjoyed it. We had several people that posted and played along with mystery stamping. They posted their pictures on my Facebook page. So if you're not familiar with that, look at what's my hair doing. If you're not familiar with that, you go to my Facebook page called AStampAbove-Your Creative Coach and scroll down until you see mystery stamping clue number 4. And in the comments under number 4, open those up and you can see all the cards that were submitted to the Mystery Stamping Challenge I put out last Sunday because I was on vacation. I went home to see the grandbabies, so I was not live last Sunday. And yeah, we're going to have a winner. I put everybody's name in a drawing, and we have one person that's going to win a fabulous prize, and I'll be sharing that with you in just a few minutes. So I'm still looking. What did everybody do this week? Like, did you have anything going on this week? I know we had some snowstorms. Somebody, was it Debbie, just said that we're going to get a snowstorm in Wisconsin this week. But last weekend I did get to go home and look at my new front door, back door, hallway flooring, doors, molding. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty. Sherry, I'm so happy to see you on here tonight. Sherry lives in Tampa. Sherry, we're going to get together. So we're going to get together. Sherry said, I'm only an hour from you. Let's get together. So we're going to do that. I just want you to know that I have not forgotten that. Yay, yippee. We're going to get together. So anyways, I let my guy Fred pick out my front door. Like, he says to me, Kelly, we need to shop for doors before you leave for Florida. And I said, Fred, just pick something. I don't care. He loves working for me because I'm so easy like that. He'll say, well, what do you want me to do here? Use your best judgment, whatever you think. I really don't want to make those decisions. There are certain things that I'm going to want to have my way. And then there are a lot of things that I want somebody to just come in and do it and make it pretty. And oh my gosh, he made it so pretty. And I was home last weekend, right? I just want to make sure I'm not repeating myself. I'm pretty sure that I was. Yes. Memory, right? But anyways, he asked me, we were going to put in cheap flooring because it's probably going to be replaced in the next couple of years when the kitchen maybe gets redone, right? And so when I got home, he's like, well, I made a decision. The flooring that I used upstairs in my house was only like $200 more than the cheap flooring he was going to put in on the first floor. And he decided that he would just put in the good flooring. And he goes, I hope you don't mind. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I love it. And then I look down the hallway and we have a bathroom that's redone a few years ago. And now I don't like the flooring in there because when you look at the hallway, it doesn't match at all. And I said to him, like, oh, now we're going to have to change that. Not right now, but at some point. And he goes, dang it. He goes, I was going to keep going with the floor and take it all the way into the bathroom. He goes, but I thought you'd be mad. And I'm like, Fred, you know I'm never mad. And he also took the liberty of changing the light on the front porch, the outdoor light. And he's like, I hope you don't mind. I'm like, oh, this crazy man. We walked out there. It's beautiful. I love it. So he just has done a fantastic job. And then he also had somebody come in and clean. Because if you remember last time he did some remodeling upstairs, the hallway was the last thing we did remodeled last year. And it was such a mess. It was such a mess that because he had to sand off the drywall off the walls to make them smooth. And I spent 9 hours cleaning and washing all the clothes and doing all the things because dust is really messy, right? So this time he put it in my quote and had somebody come in and clean. So yeah, Christine says she needs a Fred. I know, Fred is awesome. I love Fred. He's been so good to us. Now, when we get home, Steve had him quote us for a small deck because we tore the deck off our house 2 years ago. And Steve just built a little stairs to go down onto the patio from the back door. And so Steve said he wanted a quote, and as soon as we get home, he's going to work on a deck. And Debbie says, I'd like to marry Fred. Fred is married already. He has 2 small babies. So that would come with the picture. Probably his wife would come with it too. So Fred is married. Sorry. Yeah, so we are getting a snowstorm. Who said that? I missed that. We are getting a snowstorm in Wisconsin. Joni wants to know how Florida is. Florida is amazing. Does Fred have any brothers? Yeah, I think he does, but they don't do what he does. Florida weather has been just incredible. This week we are looking at upper 70s and low 80s all week with sunshine. So my brother Barb and Jeff are just here for the best week weather-wise. And like I said, we're going to the beach tomorrow. We have plans to go to Longboat Key and eat at this place where we went to eat last year, where your table is actually in the sand under like a roof, and you're sitting right on the beach to eat. So yeah. Joanne says she's married to a Fred, but his name is Brad. You lucky girl. Yeah, Fred does some great stuff for me. So let's see what happened. We went to the beach this week. We had happy hour on Tuesday. I told you guys in our condo complex, this building, everybody gets together on Tuesday evenings at 4 or 5 o'clock. I always usually get out there late. And they bring their seats and their chairs and a table, and we have happy hour. Everybody brings a snack or a hors d'oeuvre to share, and it's just really fun. So we did that on Tuesday. And Haley actually snapped me yesterday. And it was so funny because it was a video. And she snapped and she said, "Attention, attention, John report, John report. I have a John report for you." She says, "I just talked to John in the driveway of your house for the longest time that I have ever talked to him, because, you know, he's not a man of many words." And she said, he wanted to know at the end of it when you were coming home. She thinks he misses us. So I have a John report. Yay! And then my Lucy and Randy report. Lucy's a dog. Randy is Lucy's owner. Lucy's mom finally showed up. She has not been here yet. They're from upstate New York. And Lucy's mom hasn't been here with Randy and Lucy yet because her mom fell and broke her hip. So Amy arrived yesterday. So we were excited to see her here. And I have to, somebody's hammering. I'm like, what's going on? And I shared some pictures of Lucy today on my Facebook group, right? So if you didn't catch that, you can go check out Lucy. Randy's walking her in one picture. And then we were at the polo match at the other picture. I got a chance to take a picture with Lucy. So that was kind of fun. Hang on, I'm looking at my comments here because Tisha is catching up on her SHA Stamp Happy Academy lives because she was out sick with COVID. Tisha, I am happy to see you on, and hopefully, I'm assuming, feeling much better, right? Some people that usually watch my show, one of my stamping friends, is going to be coming down to visit us pretty soon, and her husband have both been down with COVID. So she said she's glad she got it before she was going to come down here, right? But she's sad that she has it at all. So fingers crossed for a full recovery, sending lots of good thoughts your way. Yes, please make sure that you click on that like button. Give me a thumbs up. Click on that thumbs up if you're on YouTube. If you're out on Facebook and you're looking at any of my posts, click on that like button. And make sure you share. You can share this video someplace right now on your screen, and I so appreciate that. One other thing that you can do is you can subscribe to my channel. And I'm trying to figure out where that is right now. It should be on your screen someplace. I'm looking on an iPad and I don't really see it there, but Rhonda's finished with her chemo. Woohoo! You go, girl. We are so happy to hear that. We are sending all of our good wishes your way. Keep getting stronger. Keep healing. That's awesome. Dawn is headed to Florida on Thursday. Oh, you're going on a cruise. We were just talking about a cruise today. I would love to go on a cruise, but I don't think we're going to have time while we're here. So, but I did bring our passports. I actually grabbed Steve's passport when I was home last weekend and brought it with just in case. You never know. I love cruising. What else? Let's see. I got to visit with the babies. I told you about that. I want to make sure you guys know that we have, right next to my name is a place to subscribe. Okay, good. It doesn't look the same on my screen as it probably does here. So click on that subscribe button, please. That really helps me out in the analytics for YouTube, so I appreciate it. Christine says it was in the lower 60s in Missouri today. That's pretty darn warm. I love it. We have a new catalog coming out soon, and I'm telling you kind of way ahead of time, right? Our new catalog starts, oh gosh, I was going to write it down because I can never remember. Somebody here knows when our new catalog starts. Annual catalog starts, I want to see the beginning of May sometime. I'll get you more definite dates when I look that up, but I want to let you guys know that because in colors are going away, okay? Just the one set. So, oh, I see Joe is on here. She is our newest member on my team. Joe, welcome to Live. And we are so very happy to have you on the team, girlfriend. Yes, we're excited about that. So I wanted to let you know, these in colors, soft succulent, fresh freesia, pale papaya, polished pink, and evening evergreen are retiring. We're going to get some new in colors, which is really exciting. But I'm telling you this because if you have any of these, you want to make sure that you get the re-inkers or the ink refills, okay? Kimberly says she's happy to have joined my team too. I'm happy you joined my team too. We have so much things to offer when you join my team, whether you want to be a discount shopper or build a business. It's completely up to you. And please know that if you take that jump and join us, I will never ever push you to do more than you want to do. You can be a happy shopper with your discount. You can build a business. You can do something in between. I'm never going to push you to do any more than you want to do. Margaret wants to know, when is the last chance list coming out? I believe that it is going to come out in April, maybe a little later in March. I really don't know. I'm just guessing. Okay, I have no information. Maybe there is information on it, but I can't remember. I haven't seen anything on it lately, if there is. So I'm assuming it'll be out about maybe a month to 6 weeks before that new catalog starts in May. So that's what I'm thinking. Ginny, thank you. Ginny says, best team ever. Thank you so much, Ginny. I appreciate that. But back to in colors. Get your ink refills, okay? Once these hit that retirement or last chance list, they're gone. People snatch them up, they buy them up, you can't get them anymore. And it always makes me sad when I get that email or that Facebook message that says, Kelly, I was trying to order the polished pink ink refill and it's not coming up. Nope, because it's out. So it's not out yet, but it will be. So make sure you get those, number one. Also, order anything else. Like if you have a favorite color in here, order some extra cardstock. Get the markers, get the ribbon that goes with it, get the accessories, embellishments that go with the in colors that are going to be retiring, so you won't have to worry about running out of them for a while, okay? So I just wanted to make sure you know about that. Yep, Lanny says, same with the paper, otherwise you run out when you need it. Exactly. So I see we have Karen from Tucson. I hope everything's going okay down there. My heart goes out to the problems that are happening in Tucson right now. I think we have a train issue down there, if my memory serves me correct. Also in Palestine, Ohio. Big hugs to all of you. Yeah, lots of things happening across the country right now, right? Oh, Sarah, thank you so much. New catalog starts on May 2nd. So I'm thinking the end of March, beginning of April is when that last chance list is going to come out, you guys. So just be ready for it. Get the new in color or get the retiring in color accessories now before that list hits the public, because I'm telling you, they'll be gone. Okay, that has been the history. I don't know, and I have no insider information, but that's the history of that. Okay. We only have 1.5 weeks left of celebration, you guys. So you know that we have an entire list. We have 10 more products that have hit the celebration rewards list. These are all from the annual catalog. You can get these for free with your $50 order, and this bundle dies and stamp set you can get free with a $100 order. Irene says she's happy to see the pretty peacock coming back. I know, right? That is one of my all-time favorite colors. So we know that, yeah, I don't think I can say that. But anyways, we know that we have some colors coming back. We also know that boho blue is a new color. Oh, my machine's way on the other side of the room. I've been using it over there. But boho blue is going to be a new color. We know Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock are coming back. And those are two very pretty blues. So I'm happy to see that. Ramona says Lost Lagoon is her favorite. Yeah, I am a very big fan. I am a very big fan of the Pretty Peacock. And Lost Lagoon is pretty too, but big fan of the peacock. Do you guys know that I got like chased by a peacock one time? Like squirrel, right? We were at a wedding. My Steve's sister's daughter got married in Mexico, and I had a drink in my hand and I was filming this peacock, opened up its tail, and all of a sudden it started chasing me, and I screamed and started running. And, or maybe Steve was filming me and he caught the whole thing. I think that's what was happening. It was so funny. So peacocks are dangerous. Just remember that. So are alligators. Yeah, alligators. That's what we have here. Will the return colors be part of the new... will the return colors be part of the new colors? They're not going to be part of the new in colors. They're going to be part, I believe, of our color families. That's what's going to happen with those returning colors coming in. Boho blue, I think maybe is a new in color, but I'm not positive about that, but I think it is. But I think Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon are coming in. They're coming back as standard colors. And you know what? I can't tell you that's the truth for 100%, but that's just a feeling deep in my soul. So I think I'm right about that, but I don't know. We'll see, won't we? All right, so we only have 1.5 weeks of celebration. Please, please, if you've never joined Stampin' Up, or maybe you joined before and you are not a member anymore, join my team. You will absolutely love it. There is so much more out there that you guys never see here in the public that is happening behind the scenes when you're on my team. It is so much fun. You will get so much inspiration. You will have access to so many more stamping ideas. It really is a blast. Let's see. The other thing that I wanted to share with you guys is, do I have that carrot set? Hang on, I've got some stuff over here. So, Dina Barb and I have collaborated. We collaborate every month on an online class, right? And this month we have decided to put Easter Bunny stamp set, bundle, and Thanks a Bunch together to have Carrots and Bunnies class. Oh my gosh, we have been working on these cards and they are so stinking adorable. What couldn't be more perfect together than Carrots and Bunnies, right? So that class is, let me see, where's my sheet? I gotta make sure that class, if you want the bundle, and you're also going to get the Thanks a Bunch stamp set included in there. The entire class is $82. Now, you get 24 sheets of the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper, a spool of linen thread, pastel adhesive back sequins, textured shimmer paper, the Thanks and Hello embossing folders. There's 6 cards included in this class. You get a complete written instructions, photos, dimensions, and exclusive videos for all 6 of those cards. So classes are a great deal. Now, if you already have the bundle and the carrot stamp set, the Thanks a Bunch, you can get the pastel adhesive back sequins. I think it's a half a pack of textured shimmer paper and the linen thread for $45. You have the option to add on the Thanks and Hello embossing folder. So Carrots and Bunnies, brand new online class. You can find all the information for this on my blog at www.AStampAbove.com. So that's that class. Then We have the Adorable Owls class. The Adorable Owls class comes with pre-cut cardstock. It comes with the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. And hang on. You get a whole pack of polished dots. You get the Fresh Freesia ribbon. The Adorable Owls stamp set comes with it, and the Happy Labels bundle, which is a stamp set and a punch. And the Into the Clouds embossing folder. All of that is option number 1 for $76, or you can get the cardstock pack, the embellishments, the ribbon, and 24 sheets of the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper for $45. Again, that includes 6 cards, video tutorials for each, written instructions, dimensions, the whole deal. Okay, so we got that done. Let's see, we got one more kit here. Sweet Citrus. Sweet Citrus, oh my gosh, this is my kit class for the month. It is $54. You have the option to add on the Sweet Citrus bundle, includes tax and shipping for an additional $61. So this is the stamp set. I have a whole class around this. It comes with a pack of dimensionals, a pack of the mini blending brushes, the flat adhesive backed pearls. These are so pretty. Spritzers. And there are 8 pre-cut cards in here with envelopes, and you get a little bit of ribbon, and also the Flowers and More Designer Series paper pack. You get 24 sheets of that. So all of this is in here. Now, if we use dies outside of like what the bundle has in it, those are all die cut for you and included in the pre-cut cardstock pack. So it's a pretty sweet deal. 4 different designs. You get to make 2 of each for a total of 8 cards. Video tutorial for each one. These kits are so much fun. Oh, and who just said? Monica says she loves the Sweet Citrus set. Yes, so I have a whole online class here for that. And then, let me put this down. I got these cards out and I opened them. My February kit class is called Enjoy the Adventure. And Enjoy the Adventure includes Memories and More, cards and envelopes, but also the Enjoy the Adventure cards. And this is a whole set of cards that these are 3x4. We are going to make cards out of these. And these are so much fun. These are they're designed for scrapbooking, but oh, I love making cards out of these. They're all double-sided, so you get lots of different options in here. These are die cut, let me see, let's hold it right, die cut adhesive stickers. You get 2 pages of each design, so these are all stickers. This kit is $56. We're also going to be using a stamp set in here, and that stamp set is called Limited Edition. So we're going to use that. If you don't have it, you can add it on to your kit. Like I said, this kit includes the Memories and More card pack, the Memories and More cards and envelopes, a half a roll of black and white gingham, half a roll of pool party ribbon, adhesive backed milky dots. You're going to get pre-cut cardstock layers for 12 cards, 6 different designs, so you're going to make 2 of each. So this is a great value, $56, and you can add on the stamp set for, I don't know how much because I forgot to write it down. That's how I roll. It's all on my blog. I think it's maybe $23. All of my kits include tax and shipping, so you don't need to worry about that. And if you can't find the information on my blog, you are certainly welcome to email me at kelly@AStampAbove.com, and I will be happy to email you the link so you can check out all the details of the card classes, kits. Okay, and before I go too much further, I want to let you guys know that if you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. I would be happy to mail you our current catalogs. We have a celebration brochure, we have a mini catalog going on, and a annual catalog, and I promise you that yours will not come with a coffee stain. My husband spilled coffee on our way down from Wisconsin, and my catalog got all over in it. So yours will not look like mine. But you can email me at kelly@AStampAbove.com, and I would be happy to mail catalogs to you. Now, we have prizes from last time, right? There are 3 ways that you can win a prize from me. The first way is to comment. All you have to do is comment here someplace. Everybody that comments gets entered in a drawing to win fabulous prizes. And for commenting on mystery stamping, either my Facebook posts or my video from last Sunday that was pre-recorded, okay? I have Margaret Burkett from Bloomington, Illinois. You are going to have a fantastic little pack of these embellishments coming your way. I do have your address, Margaret, so you don't need to worry about that. Vicki, you're so sweet. Vicki said Kelly works very hard for her team. She's always reachable. I am always reachable, right? I try to be as much as possible. Next way that you can win prizes from me is if you share. Share my video, share my post where I announce that I'm going to be live on my Facebook page, and you will get entered to win a prize. Oh, Monica, thank you so much. Monica likes my crown. I was happy to bring it back with me, I'll tell you that. Oh, this is Anne's first live, and I won't disappoint you, I promise. Pam says she doesn't know how I do all that I do. Well, I am motivated. I'm also up really late. That's when I can really catch up on a lot of stuff because nobody, like my family's sleeping, nobody, you know how it is, nobody's bugging me. Pam says coffee. I don't drink coffee. Isn't that funny? But I do drink my strawberry lemonade, and that's got 100 milligrams of caffeine in it. Woot, woot. Okay, now for sharing, click on that share button. It's someplace on your screen right now. You can share this video. If you're out on Facebook, you can share it on Facebook. But I have a pack of the Dandy Designs. This is a quarter pack of Dandy Designs 6x6 designer series paper. I've got polished dots here. This is going out to Sherry Moreau of Shelburne, Vermont. These are going to be on their way to you, Sherry. I do have your address. So there's no mail tomorrow. It's President's Day, but I will make sure these are ready to go to the post office so that you get them in a timely manner. Melanie, thank you for the share and the like. I appreciate that. The third way that you can win from me is by placing an order. And for everyone that placed orders between the last time I was live and tonight, I put you in a drawing, and we have a big winner. I have the Beautifully Happy Gorgeous stamp set. This is a celebration offering, free with a $100 order, not free with a $100 order. I also have some of the perfectly penciled black and white designer series paper. I love me some black and white paper. And this is going out to Susan Russ of Junction City, Wisconsin. Susan, this is going to be on its way. Thank you so much for the orders, you guys. The orders are what keep me in business, and they keep my bills paid. So I do appreciate the orders. Now, we're going to do mystery stamping. Oh, Barbara says she loves that celebration stamp set. I know, right? We're going to do mystery stamping. Melanie, thank you. The strawberry lemonade that I use is called Optavia. And Optavia. It's Optivia. And if you would like to learn more about it, I do have a coach that if you go through me to get some or find out about it, if you end up buying any, it will, I get a credit, like I get bonus for my next order. So if you would like to find out more information about Optavia, let me know and I will hook you up with Bev. She is fantastic, but that's who I order it through. Okay, and Somebody asked me if I have bunny punches. Margaret, if you would please email me those questions, I will have to look into them and I'll be able to get back to you. Susan wants to know when the clover punch is coming back in. It is not. It's gone. That is my understanding. We are out of them and it is not a carryover item from what I understand, so we don't have any more. We still have that cutie stamp set though, so and it is fun. It's always fun to have a punch, right? But yeah. Okay. I think, oh, mystery stamping. So, Tisha, thank you so much. Welcome to all the new people coming in to watch tonight. Yes, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that you've tuned in. We're going to have a lot of fun, as we usually do here. And please feel free to ask questions. Now, know that if I miss your question, keep asking it, okay? Because sometimes it's hard to stamp and keep my mind on what I'm doing and monitor questions and keep my train of thought and all those things. So I just want you to know that. And sometimes there's a whole bunch of messages that come through at once, and then I miss some of them. And Connie says Bev is the best. She's my Optavia coach. She is fantastic, right, Connie? Like, you will love her. She's wonderful. And she just became a grandmother. She's got a new grandbaby, a little girl. So excited for her because it's the best. It's the best. You guys know how much fun I have at Val. Okay, we're gonna do mystery stamping first. So I put up mystery challenges last week and while I was gone. And do you use special folders for your 6x6 paper? You know, I used to. But now I just keep it in the plastic that it comes in. That's all I do. And there are folders that you can find online that it'll fit in, but I don't anymore. And it's a matter of, I know you guys think that I'm really organized, but I'm not that much. So it's a lot of organization and I just don't take time to do that because I have to sleep sometimes, right? I need to get a little sleep. All right, I'm looking at messages here. Hang on just a second. Sylvia said Steve could be my secretary. No, I don't think so. He's my cook. He's my gardener. He's my pool boy. He's a lot of things, but he's not secretary material. Good try though. I mean, it was a good idea, right? Tracy wants to know what sleep is. Yes, some days I say that too. You know, Anna was here. I shouldn't tell you guys this, but I'm gonna, because we're like all about keeping it real here, right? So Anna was here last week, and the day that she flew in, we had a wonderful time, by the way. She flew in, we picked her up at the airport, and then we stopped and had lunch, because it was like late. It was like, I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock. And we had, Judy likes my answer about Steve being my secretary. No. And we stopped at this place called, Felipe's, I think that's how you say it. It's pretty fancy sounding, right? We had a fabulous lunch and we had, I want to say I had a margarita, but that doesn't seem right. Anyways, it was really good, whatever it was. And Anna had something too, and then we actually had 2 of them, which was completely hilarious. And then we got home about 4:30 and both Anna and I fell asleep, and I should be maybe a little embarrassed, but I'm not, but I didn't wake up till the next day. So, caught up on my sleep, right? Yeah, 2 drinks, Kelly's down. Okay, just looking through your comments here. Okay, I think we're ready. We're ready. We're going to turn the camera around and we're going to start some stamping. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the mystery stamping because it was super fun. Those of you that participated said that you loved it. So I was really, really happy to hear that. Oh, I almost slid my phone down far enough in my holder that it would have turned my phone off. And then I think we would do a little crying here. What do you think? A little bit? Okay, I like to kind of keep everything straight so you guys aren't like looking at me all kitty wampus. There's your redneck word of the day. Okay, so mystery stamping. So on mystery stamping, I gave you a bunch of clues. And I've got the clues printed out here because we're gonna actually make the card You guys did a fantastic job, by the way, making your mystery stamping cards. And mystery stamping is all up to your interpretation, as long as you're going by the dimensions and guidelines that are listed in the clues. And there are 4 clues. Excuse me. And I'm going to show you what I brought in here. So our first clue tells you what you need. You need to gather your supplies. You need to get ready. We need a paper trimmer, stamp set, coordinating ink pads, a punch or a die for a label, a small image shaped punch die. Well, what the heck is that? It can be anything you want in those parameters. Colored cardstock, designer series paper, white or vanilla, some dimensionals, ribbon, embellishment, and then you watch for the next clue. So I'm going to bring in some dimensionals. I'm going to bring in my glue. I always use my take your pick tool. I've got my yucky little bone folder here. I could clean this off, but it looks used and that makes me happy. And I've got my paper snips. Here's my punch I decided to use for this. I've got a stamp set, kind of a funny stamp set, right? But we're using the limited edition. This is part of my Enjoy the Adventure class with the Memory and More card pack and the Memory and More cards and envelopes. So this is part of that class. I'll be using it with that. If you don't have it, you can add it on class, or maybe you do have it and you don't need to add it on. Excuse me. My embellishment. Oh, do I have embellishments? I didn't get them. Hang on. We have to have embellishments. I'm just going to pull out my favorite, my iridescent rhinestone jewels. I love these. So those will work perfect. Okay, so then our next clue is, this is where we start getting serious, okay? This is serious clues. Now we're going to cut our cardstock and our designer series paper and do some things. So I'm going to bring out all my pieces here. This is, of course, my envelope because we have to have a decorated envelope. And here comes, whoops, hang on, all of our little layers. Okay, so I decided to use the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper, and that's one of our clues here. We've got our Designer Series paper is 5 1/4 by 11. Then we need some colored coordinating cardstock. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We've got another piece of colored cardstock that is 3 1/2 by 7. I've got a basic white layer that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Designer series paper that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. These are scraps for what I'm going to do there. And then it says 8 inches of ribbon. And I'm actually using linen thread, so I'll just cut that when I need it. That was clue number 2. Clue number 3 is going to have us bringing in our paper trimmer, okay? Clue number 3 wants us to score some things. So we're going to take, whoops, let's turn it right side up here. We're gonna take our designer series paper and get that cutting blade out of the way. We are going to score that at 1 3/4. 1 3/4. That doesn't even feel like it's doing anything. Is it? Hang on. Oh, no, my blade wasn't all the way down in there. My scoring blade wasn't in there all the way. 1 3/4. If it feels like it's not doing something, it probably isn't. 3 1/2. 5 1/4. And again, these were all in the mystery stamping clues. And 7. So once we have this all scored, then we have another piece of our solid cardstock that needs to be scored, or you could just fold this in half, but this is going to be scored in half at 3 1/2. So we're going to score that. Okay, I think we can put this away now. So I'm going to fold on all these score lines, get these edges burnished nicely. That's from my envelope. Don't confuse me with that. And here comes our card. So our card is going to go back and forth. So we're going to go on that first score line, second score line, third score line, fourth score line. Okay, Okay, here we go. So we've got a card that opens like this. Isn't that interesting, right? And then we've got these two pieces. Okay, now we can start putting our card together. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it on that 4 1/4 by 5 1/4 inch. Where'd my glue go? Solid cardstock. Aw, Tracy says she scored her DSP too hard and it ripped after she made the card. Ugh. You know, you can put glue on the back of that, on the back of your score lines. You can, or not glue, tape. Oh, hang on, this is not working. You can put tape on the back. What is happening? And you can kind of save it that way. I've done that before too, Tracy, and I'm really sorry because that stinks. This is an upholstery pin, and I just keep it stuck in the plastic that's on my bottle so that I always have it to do just what I did. Whoops, I just got glue all over my desk. That's why God made baby wipes, right? Sorry about the wiggle. It's a little tricky when I'm not at my desk at home where everything is nice and solid. Okay, so we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it right on this 1/4 sheet of cardstock. And I'm gonna try to get it on here straight because, you know, I'm kind of a stickler for that, as are the recipients of my cards. Okay, here we go. We've got that going on. Now we've got this piece. This piece I'm gonna take and lay out like this. I'm gonna attach one of these squares on this side, and it's just a 1/4 inch smaller than each one of these panels. And I'm going to put the white one, this is the one that I'm gonna be able to write on, send my sweet message, right? Because we never send cards when we're not happy. Okay, oops, let's get some more glue under there. That's not making me happy there. There we go. Okay, so here's this one. And now we are going to take this. Oh, that's weird. Did I cut that wrong? Oh, this is 12 inches. Is this 11 inches? Hang on, I might have messed it up already. Nobody's perfect, right? Oh, this is 11 inches, so that's right. Okay, no, it's not messed up. We're good. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna put this right in here. Okay, just like this. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull it out here so that this square is centered on the front of my card, okay? So I'm just gonna hold it in place like that. And now I'm gonna add some glue. I do have a new bottle of glue waiting for me to christen it, but we're gonna wait till this one's empty. So I'm gonna put this on here. And then we're gonna open this up and we're gonna, oops, we're gonna put some glue on this side. A little bit on the edge here. I'm gonna close this up. Did you see what I did there? I got a little bit of glue on there. I said the white was 3 3/4. It's actually 3 1/4. Sorry about that. Yeah, my mystery stamping says white 3 1/4. Sorry, I didn't mean to say 3/4, so I'm glad you're paying attention. Okay, so here's our card, and this is a really easy fun fold. It's a great way to use up your designer series paper, you guys, because like it uses a lot, right? But you could make, let's see, 24 cards out of a pack of designer series paper, a regular pack with 2 12 by 12 sheets of each design. So that's quite a few cards, right? Now we have to do something to decorate the front. So what I decided to do was I'm going to take my stamps. Now again, this is the limited edition stamp set. Now what's nice about this stamp set is if you're ever going to make and sell cards, you need to have a copyright on the back of them. And that's exactly what this stamp set is made for. You can see it's got hand stamped, copyright Stampin' Up. Made with love, copyright Stampin' Up. Just the copyright Stampin' Up by itself, handcrafted from the heart, one of a kind creation, copyright Stampin' Up. A paper hug from me, and limited edition copyright Stampin' Up. So this is what we call the stamp set you need for the angel policy, which is if you're gonna sell your cards, you need to have the Stampin' Up! Copyright on them. So, but this stamp set is good for all kinds of things, not just the fact that you need a copyright. And I like to have little sayings to stamp on the back of my card. So I am going to stamp this in Memento black ink. And I'm gonna stamp this just like this. Let that soak in nicely. We're gonna punch it with the Label Me Lovely punch. I don't know if I want it to go this way. I want it to go this way. Maybe this way. We'll see. Make sure I have that in there straight. That looks pretty good. And then we're going to do another punch out of Calypso Coral. Did I say this is Calypso Coral? I don't think I did, but I meant to say that. So now we've got Calypso Coral, and I am going to take that, and I think I'm gonna cut it this way. I'm gonna cut it right down the middle from one straight edge to the other straight edge. And now I'm gonna make a border around this punch. And I love doing this with my punches because it's easy, it's quick and easy, but it really makes a big impact on your label, right? Because now you've got this neat border around it. So, there we go. I just cut it down the middle, and then you try to get it as even as possible on each end or each side or whatever works out best for you. This looks pretty good. Doesn't that look neat, you guys? That just looks so much nicer. Okay, I'm going to take that and I'm going to mount it on some dimensionals, which are right here. Hi, Kathy from Minnesota. Happy to see you here. Margaret, did you hear that you won? Margaret Burkett, I hope you heard. I didn't see if you... I didn't see if you saw that you were a winner in my drawings. Yeah, cool, right? Okay. Now I've got dimensionals on here, and I'm going to add this right to the center. And I think you guys will agree with me that this is a pretty easy card, right? Now, I decided to bring in some dies, and I would kind of consider this as an embellishment because that's what I'm doing with it. I was gonna look and make sure that this was still available. This is the Brilliant Wings dies, and I'm pretty sure that it is. But we are going to, oh, here's my Calypso Coral. I'm gonna take my Calypso Coral and I'm gonna die cut this particular butterfly on there. And when I do that, maybe, there we go. When I do that, here is my butterfly. Isn't that pretty? So before I put it on my card front, I thought that a little wink of Stella would look neat. And this is just one of those little extra things that you can do that's always fun. Now I'm not gonna put wink right here because I'm gonna put an embellishment on there, and I don't think embellishments like to stick to this glitter very good. So I'm gonna leave that blank. Just keep that in mind when you're decorating things up with wink of Stella. If you're gonna put embellishments on, I wanna be mindful of that, right? Okay, so now my butterfly has some glitz to it. And I am going to take a little dimensional. Let's see if that'll fit on the back of my butterfly. Oh, it kind of fits right in there, doesn't it? That's perfect. Yep, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna put that maybe right up here. Now my dimensional is gonna go on to the layer that is under here. So that works out pretty good, right? And then, let me put this away before I lose it. Okay, good. Barbara told me this set of dies, this is called Brilliant Wings Butterfly dies. So let me show this to you. That's probably a good idea. These have a whole bunch, and I mean a whole bunch of butterflies in here, you guys. All these butterflies, and then look at this. There's a background stamp that you can stamp and then die cut all those butterflies, or you can get all of these intricate ones, and then we have all of these little elements too. This is a crazy big set of dies. It's in our annual catalog, and it's called Brilliant Wings Dies. Let me see if I can figure out how many are in here. Nope, I got butterflies in the way. There are 12 different dies in here. So that's a big set of dies, perfect for your summer, spring card making. And I noticed a couple weeks ago when I was on live, I have to tell you this because it was funny. I was talking about getting my nails done, right? And I picked this pink color because I thought it was really cute and springy. And then when I got done with my live, I was like, oh my gosh, Kelly, what are you thinking? It is early February. It is not spring anyplace. So I apologize. Barb is in the kitchen. She's laughing at me. I told her that story, how dumb I felt that I was talking spring and it's early February. Hello. Just because it's warm here in Florida doesn't mean that it's warm for everybody. Okay, so we've got that on there. And now I'm going to bring in my iridescent rhinestone jewels, because why wouldn't you? That's what I think. And I'm gonna bring a medium-sized one up and put it right on my butterfly. Can you see that? Oh. And then we're gonna go with a couple more. How about one right here? I'm gonna go with another medium right there. Oh my gosh, I think that's perfect. That is so good, right? So here's our pretty little card. Isn't that fun? And somebody said it doesn't stand up very good. I don't know, mine's standing up, but this layer here is bigger than this layer. So if it's tipping over, that's probably why. It also depends on how much weight you put on the front of it, right? I've also got, from the limited edition, Made with Love. And this is just one of those fun stamps that you can put on the back of all of your creations. There's a whole bunch of them in here, right? Got a paper hug, and now we're going with Made with Love. I'm gonna take that and put that right down here, and now everybody knows this card was made with love. Yeah, I just like those. All right. Envelope, because it's me. And I love to have my decorated envelopes because I think when somebody opens their mailbox, Barb, when you get a card in the mail from me, Barb's in the kitchen right now, when you get a card in the mail from me and you open up your mailbox and you see these pretty envelopes coming, doesn't that make it that much more special?
Oh, it makes me so happy.
See? It makes her so happy.
So happy. I know it's going to be a beautiful card.
Yep, she knows it's going to be a beautiful card. And that's why we make cards, is to bring happiness, right? So there you go. We got it right from Barb's mouth, who is a recipient of my cards. And it makes her happy. So there you have it. Confirmed testimonial. Okay, you guys. Mystery stamping. There you go. I hope you guys had fun with this mystery stamping. I would be more than happy to do it again. And I think maybe, I might try to make it a regular when I can't be live, because I hate to leave you guys sitting high and dry on a Sunday night without your stamping fun. So maybe the next time I'm going to be off, I will be able to do a mystery stamping challenge with you. I loved, and I mean loved, seeing your cards. I love seeing the cards that you made. Everybody's cards use different stamp sets, different papers, different colors, sometimes different layouts, which was really cool because I love to see what you're doing with these. So if your layout wasn't exactly like this, please don't go, oh geez, I did it wrong. Nobody did it wrong. It's always up to your interpretation of what I have laid out in the mystery stamping. So I hope you had fun with it. I know that I do this with my team. Every month at our team meeting, we have mystery stamping. And it's a whole big thing. And there are so many people. Like, we'll get 20, 30 entries in mystery stamping because it's so much fun. And now I think we should be announcing our mystery stamping winner, shouldn't we? Who's ready for a winner? I am excited. I've got a really fun prize. Are you guys ready for this? Mystery stamping winner from last week. Everybody who entered cards. We've got a quarter pack of the Dandy Designs Designer Series paper. Ready? At the Pond stamp set. This is a host exclusive stamp set absolutely love this. I think it is so, so fun. And a pack of the In Color jewels going out to Susan Squillis. Did I say that right, Susan? I'm so terrible. Susan Squillis of Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. You are the big winner. Woot woot. Yeah. Rhonda says, at the time of my diagnosis, the cards I received from Kelly's group was so heartwarming. I love the fact that she now invites us to send out needed cards. I love Kelly and her team. Rhonda, you're so sweet. So what Rhonda's talking about is when we have a team member in need or they've lost a loved one, I will reach out to my team and ask them to please send cards to someone in need. And Rhonda was going through chemo for cancer treatments, and I did reach out to my team and ask them to send cards to her, and she was the recipient of a lot of that joy. So, Rhonda, thank you so much for acknowledging that and for also confirming how heartwarming that was to receive those cards, right? What does a stamper want when things aren't going their way? How about some fun cards or some heartwarming cards or just some pretty cards? It is a way that we can spread joy, which is what we're doing, right? So, Susan, Squillillac, Squillis of Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. This is all on its way to you, and congratulations. I want to thank everybody for participating in the mystery stamping. And I can't wait to do the next one. As long as you guys are good with it, I would love to do it again in the future. Oh, let's bring this back. Who noticed? Who noticed that I didn't put my ribbon on there? Come on, you guys, are you sleeping? Apparently I was. Okay, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little triple bow. We'll see how this goes. So this is a bow jig. And it's nothing more than a piece of wood with some holes in it and some nails without heads so that you can make perfect bows every single time. And that's exactly what I've done here. I wrapped it around 3 times, so now I have a triple bow. And I wanted to put this on my card for the ribbon. So, don't forget the ribbon. There you go. There you go, Joe. Jumping right in here to save the day. Right? Okay, we're gonna take a mini glue dot. I just feel like I need just something else on here. Something like, this kind of is, I don't know, country charming. It reminds me of binder twine. And we grew up on a farm. We had binder twine. So what I'm gonna do here, and I'm gonna pop these up because I don't want them here. I don't want them here anymore. Because if I would have put my twine on my linen thread on there to begin with. I'm trying to get this off without tearing it. I did a pretty good job. How about right there? That looks good. Okay, now I'm going to bring in that mini glue dot, which is, this is where I wanted to put my linen thread to begin with. Hello, squirrel. Ah, that does it, doesn't it? Just adds that little, I don't know, country charm. I love this card. Okay, are you guys ready for the next one? I think we're using this on something else. So I said I had some a fun fold. So this was a fun fold. Mystery stamping was a fun fold. You guys know that I'm kind of like a fun fold junkie. By the way, these are $10. That's where I was going with this before I did my little squirrel thing. $10. It includes shipping. And if you want one, email me, Kelly, Kelly, at AStampAbove.com. And I have to tell you that you have to email me. I have so many people that message me on Facebook. I need your email address to be able to invoice you. So please make sure you email me, Kelly, Kelly, at AStampAbove.com. And as long as we're here, I've got to get out the rest of my stuff for our next project. This is my host code. When you place an order with me, if your order is going to be under $150, I appreciate you using this code. There's a place on there for a host code. You'll see it. And when you use that, that helps me be able to get products from Stampin' Up! That I can give away as door prizes and team prizes and all the things that I give prizes away for. And I really, really appreciate if you use that. Now, if your order is over $150, don't use this code. Okay, you're gonna get some rewards from Stampin' Up for having an order that big, and I definitely want you to have those. If you're in my Technique Club, you should always be using my monthly host code, okay? And if you have any questions, let me know. But I really appreciate you using the code. All right, you guys. I have a really fun fold. So I am part of a swap group. We call it a bundle swap group. I actually run it. This card is for my swap for the month of February. Our swaps have to be in the mail by the 24th of each month. And so I had to get this done over the weekend. So I've got a whole selection of these using different designer series paper to share with you tonight. But we're going to make one of them so you can see how to make it. This is the Regency Park designer series paper. This is part of a big suite in our mini catalog. And it's called Regency Park. Oh, there, that's original. Because I just said that, didn't I? So here is the Regency Park. Yep, this is the Regency Park suite. Okay, so we've got beautiful cards here. It's got two different bundles. It's got this bundle, punch and stamp set, this bundle, stamp set and dies. These can be used together or separately. They work just fine. This whole suite includes all of these products. And I just wanted to let you guys know, if you see a suite like this, and it says suite right over here, if you see a suite like this, you'll notice there's an item code right over here. You can use that one item code and it's going to order all of these things in the suite. So you don't have to put in a whole bunch of different items. You could just put one number in, bam, you're going to get all of this. But this is a whole coordinating, beautiful suite of products, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you with this card. So we've got the Regency Park. This comes in 6x6 designer series paper. You get all of these patterns, 4 sheets, I think 4 sheets of each one in a 6x6. And here is the Sentimental Park. We're going to be using the words out of here, and we're going to be using the stamps out of the Petal Pink Park, not Pink, Petal Park. Here's our punch. This is the Petal Park Builder Punch. And I want to tell you guys, I always cut the label off of my punches and tape it to the punch so I remember what they're called, because, you know, I can't remember. And later, if I keep them for a long time, then I really don't remember anything. So it's just a good way to keep track of what's going on. We're going to be using the adhesive backed Milky Dots and that gorgeous ribbon, which is part of that suite, and that is on page 33. See, I can remember that. Well, actually, it's 31. This is called the Night of Navy Bordered Ribbon. I really, really like this ribbon. This is a good ribbon. It's easy to tie. It's very pretty. That makes it a win-win in my book. All right, let me get out my little bits and pieces here. I gotta put my little measurement cheat sheet up here so I seem like I'm really smart and I know exactly what I'm telling you. You guys love that? Yeah, let's be real. I don't remember any of this stuff. So we're going to bring in our envelope, and then I have all of my cardstock layers here. So let me pull these out so I look like I know what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. So here's how this is gonna go. We have Night of Navy. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then we have another piece that is 11 by 2 1/2, and we can fold that right in half, or you can score it at 5 1/2. Depends on how you cut your paper, because you know paper has a grain, and you can fold it one way and it'll fold nicely, but if you try to fold it the other way, it gives you a lot of resistance. That's the grain. So let me get a drink. What are you guys drinking tonight? Let me know. Oh my gosh, I'm so thirsty. We had pizza tonight from Donato's, which is right across the parking lot. Barb and Jeff absolutely loved it. So that was cool. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Okay, I am going to take this piece. This is Balmy Blue. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And by the way, guys, all of these dimensions, still pictures, a replay of this video link will be on my blog, which is right here. And if you look underneath my video right now, there's a place that says more. I think if you click on that, or maybe you have to wait till we're done, there's a link right directly to my blog where all of these pictures, dimensions, all of the products, like if you're like, oh, I can't remember what she called those things that she used, it's all going to be on my blog in a list. So we've got that. Now I'm going to use this particular pattern of the Regency Park Designer Series paper. And this is going to be 3 3/4 by 5. And we can put that right on here right now. Gosh, I hope I'm doing this right. I made these like 2 days ago. And that in my brain is a long time ago. Oh, look, we have water. We have triple citrus gin cocktail. Go Deb Jones. Lynn has a mojito. Do you know that Barb Dean and I sat in Fiji at the dock, the marina, and we drank mojitos all day long one day. I'm not lying. We needed a little assistance getting back to our resort. That was on a trip together. It was really fun. Okay, here goes that. All of these amazing places that I have been able to go to thanks to, yeah, I can't say it anymore. You guys heard that, where we have to be very careful about talking about our accomplishments. That's a good way to put it. Even though I've done all those things, I can't say anything about them right now. So I'll just quit there before I get in trouble. You guys can giggle about that one. Oh, look it. That doesn't, maybe I used it all. Okay, so I have put all these layers together. So this one is, I was talking, right? 2 by 5, 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then I already told you this one was 11 by 2 1/2, scored at 5 1/2. And this just makes a really cool little panel. This is a super easy fun fold to make. And oh my goodness, I just love this one. I love these kind of fun folds. Okay, and then I am going to take this piece and I'm going to add, I'm done with this. This is making me crabby. There's no crabby in stamping. Am I correct, you guys? No crabby in stamping. I'm gonna take this. This is just a little scrap. It's left over from these pieces that I had to cut up. And I believe it looks like it's either 1 inch or 3/4. I'll measure it for you because like I'm terrible at 3/4, right? Yeah, 3/4. 3/4 by 2 1/4, I think. Okay, so this is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. This is gonna go right inside here. Isn't this like the easiest fun fold ever? Okay, let's do this. Okay, homemade huckleberry wine. Kathleen, that is funny. Huckleberry. All right, then I've got a scrap here. Where did my, this is what I'm looking for. Got a scrap. And we're going to do a little stamping. Now, I wasn't sure if I wanted to use So Saffron or crushed curry. And I'm thinking crushed curry. So we're going to, right? Because there's crushed curry and then there's like So Saffron. I think I'm going to use crushed curry and Night of Navy. And here's what I'm going to do. I am going to stamp my outline in the darker Night of Navy. And before I do this, I want to take a look at my punch. How is my punch going to go in here? Oh, look at that. Oh, there we go. So my punch comes in like this. So I need to stamp my images. Oh, stamp my images. So that'll work. So I think this is gonna work right here. Okay, aren't these pretty, these flowers? So pretty. It looks like my envelope is gonna be naked. Oh, you hang tight, don't you worry. I just wanna make sure that, yep, this is the way my punch is gonna go in before I do any other work. Now I'm gonna come in and I'm going to take, this is the salad. That was the outline, this is the salad. I'm gonna come in here with my crushed curry. I'm gonna stand up and see how good I can do this. This is a pretty easy one. I think I'm off just a little bit. Oh no, I did really actually pretty good. So we're gonna punch out our flowers. Just like this. Okay. And here we go. Here's our flowers. Now, I don't know if I really like that color combination. Yeah, I'm thinking that I really don't. Okay, so we'll save those for something else. It's just cardstock. We can do it again, right? You guys know that sometimes I'm a little picky. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna try that with So Saffron, because I think I'm gonna like it better. That was just too bold for me. You guys agree? I think you'll agree with me. All right, so we're gonna do this again with Night of Navy. That looks great. And now, So Saffron. Stand up here and make sure. I think I did pretty good. Oh yeah, totally. Look at the difference. This is pretty, but I like this better to go with this. What do you guys think? Yep, magic. Okay, here we go. Joyce McIntosh is a little bit late. Joyce, you can finish. You can do the rewind and watch tomorrow. That'll work out just fine. Whenever that works for you. Okay, here we go. So here's our pretty little flowers. I really do love these flowers. This punch is amazing. We get so excited as demonstrators when punches come out because let's be real, dies are nice, but punches are so quick and easy. You can really crank out a lot of cards that use punches, like, easily. Not that you can't do it when you have dies too, but we love punches. Okay, so next, we've got these. What are we gonna do with them, right? So hang tight. We're gonna lay them right there. I've got a circle from the Stylish Shapes. Okay, this is, I think it's the second biggest one. Oh, it's probably the third biggest. Second smallest, third biggest. Yeah, it's about 2 1/8. And then I used my layering circus. It's a circus, all right. My layering circles to get a scallop. That's just a teeny weeny little bit bigger than my basic white. So we've got Night of Navy, basic white. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take the words that are from the Sentimental Park. And this is the Sentimental Park. I love these fonts in here. And we are going to stamp Thinking of You. And before I do that, I'm gonna stamp my U first, okay? So let's go with this one, Night of Navy. And I'm gonna stamp that right about here. Ooh, perfect. Let me get this cleaned off because like I got a lot of blue in here. Pushed it a little hard. There we go. I love these chamois. These are in my online store, and as far as I'm concerned, they're the best way to clean a stamp that we've ever had. They're quick, they're easy to wash out and just keep using them over and over again. Now, we've got crushed curry, and I'm gonna come in there with this and get it pretty close. That looks really good. Clean that stamp off. Ooh, Jenny says she's happy I'm using the set. She has it. But she loves when I demo it. We might be doing an online class with this bundle next month. We haven't made a final decision yet, but it's possible. Here we go. We're gonna glue this on here. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those flowers. Let me get these closed up before, you know what happens. Get this closed up, we'll get this closed up, and here's my dimensionals. I did not lose them, yay. Okay, where did that, okay, I see it over there. Never mind, I'm talking to myself now. I am going to take a regular dimensional and put it on the back of my flower. I'm not putting it in the center, I'm putting it slightly off center, and you'll see why in just a second. Now I'm going to come in, is this too big to fit on here? Nope, that fits pretty darn good. Okay, so this is our large and our medium flower. This little flower right here, we're gonna just add a little bit of glue to that. And we're just gonna put that right up here because I didn't want to waste it. You know, you get 3 flowers when you punch this out, so yeah. Now we're gonna take this and I'm gonna put it half on and half off this panel right here. Okay, so we're gonna do half on and half off. I'm gonna add some glue to one side. And we're gonna put that right here. I wanna make sure that my U is straight. And then this one that isn't in the center, I did that so that I can stick it right here. If I had put that dimensional in the center, it would be sticking off of here. That's why I put it way down on the back of this. And then we're going to do this one and we're gonna put that, I don't want it to cover up my letters from my words. So look at that, isn't that pretty, right? And then we have our ribbon. Oh, did we get the ribbon out? Didn't I have a piece? Oh, here it is. Like I thought I had a piece of ribbon, okay. Come in here, we're gonna tie this. This is a really, really nice ribbon. I like it a lot. And if you have Stampin' Blends, you could color this black, which, you know, comes in handy in a pinch. If you don't have any black ribbon, you can make this black. You can make it any darker color, basically. Super, super pretty. Okay, I still am using my ribbon scissors for ribbon. Go, Kelly. Usually I get lazy and I start using them for paper and then they're not so sharp for ribbon anymore, right? Because you can't really cut paper with ribbon scissors. All right, guys. Okay, now, what are we gonna do? Oh, we gotta do this. This is a brand new pack. I lost my Milky Dots. I don't know what I did with them, but we're just gonna open up another pack if I can somehow figure that out. How to open the pack. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much. Lots of nice comments here. Okay, so how many of you use a take your pick tool? Like, do you guys notice that I use them for everything? I use them for my mini glue dots. I use them to take the backings off my dimensionals. I use them all the time. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I just love, love. We could have used the yellow ones on here. That would have gone nicely too, but the blue ones are on here. I'm sticking with that. Then I don't want a naked envelope, right? We do not want a naked envelope. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to just stamp these pretty little flowers on here, which I should have done before I cleaned off my stamp, but that would require thinking ahead, and I'm not really that good at it. You guys know, right? You know how I operate. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And I'm gonna go ahead and put that So Saffron in there with the other stamp, the big one. And let's see if I can get this matched up and not stick my head in the camera. Oh, I don't think I did as good on there, but it looks fine, right? There we go. And this was my fun fold, and I have a whole bunch of them to share with you. So, and get some of this stuff out of the way. I gotta clean this mess. I don't have my paper. I don't want to have my paper in my little plastic deal here. I gotta get these cleaned up. Okay. Dimensionals, putting those back over here so I don't lose them. Are you guys ready? Here we go. This is a swap. If you missed this, I am in a swap and we're using this bundle this month. Everybody's going to be making cards with this bundle, so I'll have lots of pretty cards to share with you. Here is a different designer series paper, and all of these are the same fun fold. Look how fun this one is. I had to put a strip of the designer paper from this pack on here because I messed up and I didn't cut this the right size. So this is how I fixed it, and I love it. It turned out really good. Here's another one like that. And then we have this one. This one's really pretty. This uses petal pink. Isn't that like totally different but the same? I really love this. Suzanne says she's gonna miss making cards for 2 weeks while she's in Florida, but I guess I'll have something to look forward when we get home. Exactly. So I've got a bunch of these. Let's see if I have any more different ones. I've got this. Oh, here's another different one. I use crumb cake. Crumb cake on this one, and isn't that pretty? Different from the petal pink, but the same, right? Yep, and that's all the different styles that I have. So these are my swap cards. I'm gonna put these in envelopes. They're all ready to go in the mail, so yay me. I also got another swap done, you guys, using the new Irresistible suite that is coming out. It'll be available to customers in March. Yeah, February, March. So if you guys aren't sick of me, I have one more card that I can share with you. What do you think? Have you had enough tonight? What time is it? It's 9:26 here. And if you want me to save it for next week, I can. Oh, I got to show you this. Remember this? I think I made this. Well, I know I made it, but was it Sherry Pyre that shared this ornament with me? This is on one of my lives, and you can find it by going back on my blog and just scrolling down until you see this. This is a star ornament thing. Isn't that pretty? I used this paper, the Regency Park paper, and that pretty textured shimmer paper. But yeah, this is on my blog. Blog is right here. You go back there and scroll down. Now, somebody's gonna message me and say, can you tell me where that is? It's on my blog. Scroll down, because if you ask me, I'm gonna have to do the same thing you would do. I'm gonna have to scroll down until I find a picture of that. So you just scroll down. You can find a picture of it. And if you absolutely don't go far enough, like 5 or 6 screens, you won't find it. Okay, what do we got? Do we have anybody want to see one more card? Another card, go for it. Never enough, Kelly. Thanks, Amy. You're so cute. Okay, hang on before I wreck my cards here. Now, this is, oh my good Lord, this is heavy. This is another swap card that I had to make because it's got to go to Minnesota. So I had to get it ready to go in the mail. It's due on the 27th in Minnesota. So I had to get my butt in gear and get these made. I made them all last night. So you guys, this is a new suite. This is called an online exclusive. I usually don't show products that aren't available until almost right before they go live to the public, right? Because what's the point? But one thing I want to tell you, there's a QR code out there that's on the advertising for this exclusive online release. This QR code doesn't take you to anybody's store. So I don't encourage you to use this, but you can scan your phone over it. It'll take you to Stampin' Up. But when you order using this, you're not ordering under me. You're just ordering under the store. So don't use this. I want you to order under me because I'm working really hard for you and I have bills to pay. You know the story. So this is our beautiful Irresistible Blooms collection. This is a sweet collection. This is a brand new thing Stampin' Up is starting. This is available to the public, I believe, on March 1st. As a demonstrator or discount shopper, we get to order this a month in advance. So we have this product line in our hot little hands and we get to start creating with it right away. That is another huge benefit of being a discount shopper or a business builder, but joining my team is you get all the same benefits that I get with early releases. So with this early release, we have the most amazing Hello Irresistible 6x6 Designer Series paper. And can I just say, whoa, this paper is so very pretty. Okay, we also have, let me move this out of the way. Oh, and I'm gonna show you a mind-blowing tip. Mind-blowing. Oh, let me bring that paper out for reals. This one's open. So I used some of the patterns out of here for these swaps, but look at this paper. Isn't that, I love, 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 love watercolor paper, you guys. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I just want to drool. Don't get the paper wet, that's gross. But isn't it so pretty? So this is the Hello Irresistible. Hang on, let me get this back on here. Maybe. Gosh, why? Why do you have to give me such a hard time? There we go. Because that's Murphy's Law, right? Okay. Here's the stamp set. So we've got 11 different stamps in here. Some really nice fonts, some little elements, flowers. And look at these dies. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. And here's another thing that's included. Three embossing folders. They're calling these basic 3D embossing folders. So we have this that does kind of a hexy sketch. You know, it's kind of a hexy sketchy design. That's what I'm calling it, my new word. Who invents that paper? Our concept artists actually make this paper, Elaine. They sit down with watercolor, they paint it, and then they take photographs of it and turn it into paper. It's like magic. It's so beautiful. And that's a really good question. And I'm happy to see you on here tonight. Then we have these fun polka dots. Love a polka dot folder. And then we have this. This is a very interesting, it's almost like a little starfish. Isn't this pretty? So these come together. These are called basic, let me make sure I'm right, basics with an S, 3D embossing folders. Now remember, this isn't available until March 1st. So you get a stamp set, you got designer paper, you got embossing folders. We also have these amazing loose frosted dots, and I'm going to show you the coolest tip with these. You're going to love that you stayed up late to watch me. These are beautiful, beautiful frosted little dots, and they come in an assortment of gorgeous colors to match all of this. Now, this is where we know that Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon is coming back to our Stampin' Up! Colors because they're in this paper. So we'll be seeing that. I don't know when. I don't know if those are going to come out. I'm assuming they probably will, but who knows with this release. But I'm not sure, okay? We are going to be using our stitched rectangle dies as well as our Stamparatus. Let me move some of this stuff. So let me close this before you know what happens. But anyways, you'll see these flyers soon on my blog, and you'll be able to order this stuff as of March 1st. Now, along with this is going to be some other products. These are called online exclusives. They're fresh, never before seen products to spark your creativity and expand your collection all year long. There's gonna be more items, okay? We also have a classic letter stamp set and the naturally gilded 12x12 designer series paper. I do have this, but it's boxed up right now, and I will show it to you when I use it. Here's those loose frosted dots. They're so pretty. So along with these items that we were able to pre-order, there are other items that are coming out that we don't know of yet. It's gonna be a surprise. Now the thing is these are not gonna be in any publication. These are just online exclusives. They're only gonna be available online. Does that mean that if you usually go to like a stamp club or a class with a demonstrator that you won't be able to order these? Absolutely not. your demonstrator, or me, if you pick me for your demonstrator, or if you shop online, anybody can order these. Anybody can. You can order them on a workshop order, a customer order, a demonstrator order, any type of order once they go live to the public. Now, because these are going to be online only, you're going to have to go to the Stampin' Up! Store if you're a demonstrator, and you're going to have to find the item code for the new stuff because we don't have anything yet that we know of. So that's where you're going to get item codes if you are going to take an order to a stamp class or a stamp club that you belong to, okay? And your demonstrator, if it's not me, so sad, but they should have this information. Did you see how I worked that? That was kind of shameless. All right, we're going to get to work here. And I have to tell you that for the card that I made for my swap, I use this like kind of hash embossing folder. I call it like hashes. I don't know, not like hashish, the drug that's illegal. We don't do drugs, just say no. Hash. Maybe it's time for Kelly to go to bed. I'm not sure. All right. Irresistible blooms dies. Here, let me get these out. Here comes our stamps that we're going to be using. And we've got these two things. We've got, I told you we're using these already. Here comes all of our bits and pieces. Let's see if I know what I'm doing, because I don't think I even wrote anything down here. Could be dangerous. I know the first thing that I want to show you is that I set this up in my Stamparatus because I had to make a swap, right? And here's what I like to do. I like to use this for an assembly line. I don't want to stamp my sentiment on a piece of white and then take my die and put it on here and then put a piece of temporary tape on it and roll it through the machine and hope it stays there and doesn't move and get all stupid, right? So what I like to do is I take a scrap of cardstock. This is a crappy scrap. This isn't Whisper White, it's junky cardstock. And I lay it in here and I decide where's it gonna go. I've got some tape here to figure out that it's gonna go here every single time. I put my magnets on it. I ink up my words that I just kind of stuck on here. It doesn't matter where you put them, you just stick them on. I ink up my words and I stamp them on this white sheet. Then I take this white sheet out and I die cut it, okay? Then I die cut a whole bunch of these labels, and I had to die cut like 23 or something like that. So now I can bring these right in here. I can set them down in there. I can ink up my words and I can stamp them on my little label. They are going to be absolutely perfect every single time. Who sees my take your pick tool? Here it is. I use this to pop them back out of there because you're kind of putting them in there just like a little puzzle, right? So you just die cut a bunch of these, which is much easier than trying to hold them in place so they don't move, so you can get this on here straight and die cut properly. This is just like the best way. And if you mess it up, like if you don't stamp it all the way, you can just stamp it again because it's still in the same place. And we'll do one more here. I only need one, but I wanted to show you how this process goes because I think it's kind of genius, right? Okay, I'm reading comments here. So isn't that nice? I love the font on this. Now I'm gonna take my chamois, I'm gonna clean this off, and we're gonna keep going. I'm done. Like, I'll take this off then and I'll put it away and everything will be golden. Okay, next up, we've got a basic black card base. This is 4 1/4 by 11. Yeah, that's right, 4 1/4 by 11. Remember I said I did not write this down. 4 1/4 by 11. Where did my bone folder go? Does anybody see it? Here it is. Okay, and then we are going to take this and run it through the folder. Whoops. Now, I like to take mine, if I have a definite pattern, this one pretty much is not definite, but I like to run it against that line. That way I know that my cardstock is in here straight. If it's a definite pattern, this really isn't. So let me see if I can find, here's my plate. And remember, this is a 3D embossing folder, okay? So you're gonna need to take this plate out of your machine. We're gonna put this one in, and you're gonna need that gray number 4 plate and run this through your embossing machine. Hang tight. And here it comes. These are really cool embossing folders, you guys. This is the side that I used up on my card, but this side looks really cool too. So you could use either one really. And hang on, let me put these out of my way. Okay, then we are going to take this particular layer, and this is our pretty designer series paper, this gorgeous stuff. Oh, it's so, so pretty. And we're gonna use that other rectangle die. Here it is. I'm like, where did it go? My good Lord. And we are going to run this through our machine. So hang tight. Oops. Thank goodness I can bend over that far. I've got my machine on the floor because I hate it when my table wiggles so much for you guys. I know some people get sick from that. Okay, so we're gonna take this, and this was an afterthought. So all my swaps I didn't do this on, but then after I got them all made, then I thought, oh, this might be really cool. Hello. So I cut a piece of cardstock. So I measured this rectangle. This rectangle is 2 5/8 by 3 7/8. So then I made a piece of black that is 2 and just a little bit more than 5/8, a 16th more than 5/8, and then 4 1/8. And I thought, oh, it would look really nice if we had a layer under this of black. And I lined it all the way up over here to the edge. So we've just got a border on these 3 sides. And I am going to, Jenny's got to run. Jenny, sorry you have to leave. I know it's getting late. You go do what you need to do. You can watch the replay when it's good for you. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna put this on. So we've got up against this edge, right? And then we're gonna put it right over here. So now we're gonna put this up here. And this designer paper has a definite pattern on it. I almost made one upside down, so make sure you pay attention to that. But look at this pretty foliage that's just kind of in these pastel colors. This is petal pink. And we're gonna take this and put it on our black. Oh, look, I was gonna use this for my front, but instead I used that. And it looks just fine, you guys. Make sure you run your glue all the way around the outside, because sometimes our layers will be wavy when we run them through the embossing folders. And if you put that bead of glue all the way around the outside, you won't get any of that wavy. Okay, then I'm gonna grab one of my sentiments here. We're gonna add dimensionals to the back. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to grab that linen thread again. I am going to tie a triple bow. And I'm thinking this is about the right size. This just makes your bows more substantial, right? When you just have a single bow, they're pretty kind of wimpy. And this was a second thought too. Like, this was an afterthought. I made all my swaps, and then, do you guys ever do that? Make a card and then you're like, oh, I should have done this, or oh, this would have been cool, but you didn't think of it? Yeah, that's what I did here. this is how this card came about. Okay, so we're gonna get these ready to go on the front with this brand new suite. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this right about here. Isn't that pretty? It's just simple and pretty. I love that my paper's doing all the work. I'm gonna take a mini glue dot and here we go. Oops. I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna kind of tuck it right under this little corner over here. Get it to stick there. I'm gonna bring my bow in right there. Look at how substantial that looks, right? And I'll show you the other ones that aren't so substantial. Then we're gonna do a 4x5 1/4. And I think what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna run this right down the side. This is basic white. I'm getting a little nasally. I hope I'm not getting a cold. Ugh. Good grief. Isn't this so pretty? I love this paper. It's just so pretty. This is 3/4 and it was just a scrap. So I'm going to trim it off. It was 3/4 by 6, but it should be 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Put this on the inside of our card. Okay, and then I'm going to show you a mind-blowing tip. So, isn't that pretty? We have more. From time to time, there we go. From time to time, we have embellishments that are not self-adhesive. Like, we love self-adhesive, right? What did Deidre says, love the black base with the color. Never think of doing that. You know, I love the way black makes everything pop. Like everything pops with black. So that's why I decided to do black. And here's the other reason. I don't have all my cardstock here. So I ordered assorted packs of each of the color families. But there are certain packs that I ordered a whole pack of one color, and black was one of them. So I'm kind of limited as to what I can make 21 cards out of, right? So I'm like, well, I think black will work, and it did. So I'm pretty happy with the black. Now, we have these embellishments, but they're not self-adhesive, and that would be like perfect, right? So here's what my team member and my assistant, Kathy Miller, taught me. You can take wax paper, but you can also use the backing from our dimensionals. And if you take and put a little dot of glue on here, little dot, little dot, little dot, little dot, little dot, and you can see all these little dots, let them dry. They turn into a mini glue dot. And you can see I made a bunch of them yesterday, okay? Now, I take my Take Your Pick tool. I pick up, let's see, what colors do I want on here? I think I want a pink one. I pick up one of these little buggers. I'm going to turn it right side up. So now I've got the rounded part here. I'm going to stick it on one of those glue dots, and now I have a self-adhesive glue dot. So you don't have to worry about gushing out too much glue on your card. When you put it on there, it slides around, or when you touch it before it's dry, it falls off. I did these, and about, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes later, they were all dried, and I've made my own mini glue dots. And now what I can do, let me put this on here first. Isn't that pretty? Look how pretty that is. Now what I can do, I got glue on here, is I can take a whole bunch of these and add them right to my dimensionals with the glue on them, and I have created my own self-adhesive pack, just like when we use any other of our self-adhesive. These are our self-adhesive rhinestones, you know, there's little glue dots put on there, and then the embellishments. And now I've made my own with these embellishments that don't have self-adhesive as their feature. What do you guys think of that? Right? I know. Kathy Miller told us this, and then I shared it with Barb and Dina, and they're like, oh, it was like the hugest, like, oh my gosh, this is the best tip ever. We all got goosebumps. We were giddy. We couldn't wait to try it. I just felt fortunate that I remembered to try it because that's how bad my brain is. But look at all of those. And now when I need them, I can just pick them off of here. They'll come right off because this is the paper from Dimensionals, and stick them right on my card. So let's try that. I'm gonna put another one like maybe right up here. And then there's smaller ones in here too. So there's bigger and there's smaller. So let's see what this one looks like. I'm gonna try to turn this over so I can pick it up. Good grief. Here we go. Okay, and I'm gonna get a little mini glue dot. Little tiny mini glue dot. Isn't that fun? And I'll put that right there. And there we go, you guys. Now, I've got these made in a whole bunch of different colors, so let me show you. I'm just gonna take these and set them over here. I know that I will use them. Oh, we have to do an envelope, so hang tight. Let's get our envelope done. Did I grab any ink colors? I did not. I'm thinking we want to do probably petal pink and maybe smoky slate. So let's try that. Smoky slate and petal pink. I think that'll look pretty on this envelope to go with my card. I could use black, but black is pretty dark. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to, let's see, I want to see how this stamps because I haven't used this one yet. I usually don't do these ahead of time when you guys can't get your hands on them, but the good part is that if you join my team, you can add this suite to your starter kit and you can get it right now. So that's pretty exciting. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, I love that. Let's see, I don't know if I want to do it full strength or if I want to make it a little more mellow. Ooh, I like mellow. Ready? This is smoky slate. That right in there. I'm stamping off once. That's what I'm doing. Look at how pretty that is. Love it. Okay. Now I'll show you my different colors that I made. Here's this. Like how I just clear a desk. My husband can clear a room like that. I didn't say that. Okay. Here is another one with a different color and Daffodil Delight. And see what I mean? I didn't put the black around here because it was an afterthought. Look at how different that looks. I like this look too. It's very simplistic, but I really like the way that pops. And then we've got one single bow here versus a triple bow. I think it just really makes a big difference. And then here's the pretty peacock and the Lost Lagoon with that embellishment there. So we have 3 different color combinations using the, I don't know, Hello Irresistible paper. Luann says she likes the black. Yeah. Much better matted, Betty says. Thank you guys so much. You're so sweet. Yeah, so here's that beautiful paper. And again, this is available to demonstrators now. It is available to add to your starter kit if you want to join my team. And it will be available to customers on March 1st. Yay! It's a beautiful, beautiful suite. I can't wait to play some more with this. So anyways, here's all my swaps. This is how we do a swap. We take our swaps and we put them in our clear Stampin' Up! Envelopes. Okay, this is a clear envelope. I put my contact information in the back so that people know this is Kelly Acheson's card. And I put these all in a Ziploc. I throw them into, with my name on it, throw them in a priority mail envelope. And I ship these off to the swap coordinator, not coordinator, coordinator in Michigan. And then she takes all of my swaps and gives one to everybody in the swap, and then I get one of everybody else's, and I'll get a bag back like this with 20 different cards in it using this suite, because this is a bundle swap too. We're only using this bundle, so I'm going to get 20 different ideas back from demonstrators all over the country. Super fun to swap. That's one of the benefits of being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Whether you're a discount shopper or a business builder, doesn't matter. You can participate. And I have a team swap every single month in my team. And we have a swap coordinator, and they take all the swaps and show them to everybody on our team meeting, which happens once a month on Zoom. So no matter where you live in the United States, you can watch and participate in the team meeting. We have a demonstration every month. We do recognition. We do challenges. We do swaps. I do mystery stamping. Oh my gosh, it's just so much fun. And I have lots of door prizes for whomever attends the meetings live on Zoom or Facebook. So as long as you're there during the meeting while it's online, you get entered in the door prizes. So when you do your swaps, are all the cards identical, or do you do the same design in different colors? So with this, I just did different colors because we have a limited, on a pre-order, we can only order 3 packs of the designer series paper, right? And there's 4 sheets of each one. So I'm able to make 4 cards. I'm sorry, in order to make 21 cards, I would have had to open up all those packs of paper that I have and take a couple sheets out of each one, which I did not want to do. So I decided to figure out what other colors would work for my color combination. So I've got white with this pattern. I've got, oh, I made a whole bunch of those apparently. I've got Daffodil Delight with this pattern, and then I used Petal Pink. So that's why I've got different ones. Normally, all the cards would be the same. I actually did the same thing with this particular swap, which is a different swap that I'm in. But I just used different colors that coordinated with the designer paper. So, because I only had 1 pack of this designer paper, so I had to make it work, right? So Polly wants to know how she can get involved in the demonstrator swaps. Our team swap is run by Priscilla, Polly, so you can private message me and I can get you involved in all of that. Just pop me a private message and I'll give you all that information. Polly is one of my team members. And by the way, all the swaps that I'm talking about tonight are like, this is a swap open and it's run by somebody else, but the other swap that I did is just for the team swap, is just for team members, so we don't have any outside people that participate in that. It's one of the fabulous benefits of being a part of my team. So you guys, if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask me. Please click on like, share my videos, comment if you haven't yet. You'll get entered into prize drawings. I really appreciate you spending your Sunday night with me. If I missed your question and you need an answer, it wasn't answered here tonight, please feel free to get in touch with me. Who just said? Tracy said, how do you find the time? Well, Tracy, let me tell you. Making these swap cards was kind of it was a flashback to me, because I usually design all my cards, but I give them to my helpers to then stamp and assemble. So I usually do the designing, and then I will cut everything and give them to helpers to actually put them together, stamp them, put all the dimensions on, tie the bows, all the things. And now that I'm down in Florida, that's become a little more challenging. So how do I do all that? I didn't get a lot of sleep the last couple days, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to have this stuff done because I have deadlines to meet, and I knew that I was having company come today, and I got it all done because that's what I do. I get it done. Can you find demonstrator swaps online at Stampin' Up? Yeah, Stampin' Up demonstrators have a thing called Stampin' Connection. And there are stamps, there are swaps on there that people host that you can be a part of. So you can look on there. If you don't know what Stampin' Connection is, contact Stampin' Up! On Monday, and they will be happy to give you a password and get you in there. It is a password protected website for demonstrators only. Like I said, you guys, there's a whole other world just for demonstrators. Whether you want to do this as a business or be a discount shopper, you get to be a part of all of it and take advantage of all those benefits. I would love nothing more than to have you on my team. When you join during celebration, which ends on February 28th, you have the opportunity to get the Boho Blue mini embossing machine, super cute. You get $175 in product for either $99 or $129. It depends on what options you choose. $175, any product you want for $99 or $129. That is a huge benefit. Plus you get a paper pumpkin kit, plus you get all this other stuff. It's amazing. We would like you to be part of our community. If you're a stamper and you're not getting a discount on your products, you're doing something wrong. You should be getting a discount on your products. Talk to me, ask me questions. Do you have any concerns? I am here to answer those and help you make an informed decision for yourself. And like I said, I will never, ever, ever push you to do anything more than you want to do with this. So, Deidre says, I have given up listening to you as I think you only want anybody USA only to talk to you. I don't even know what you're talking about, Deidre, but if you're outside of the US, you can't join my team. You can find a demonstrator in your own country that you can join with. So if you have any other questions about that, let me know. But I think maybe that's what you're looking at. Or maybe that just got typed wrong, because as it stands right now, it's not very nice. So I hope it's a mistake. You guys have yourselves a lovely week. I will be back live again next Sunday, same time, same place, same bat cave. February 26th. I can't wait to stamp with you. I've got a few things picked out that I would like to make. Like I've shown you some swap cards that you guys have said, oh, please make that. I've kind of got some things picked out to be able to share with you. And of course, I'll share all of my shenanigans with you. I hope you guys have a fantastic, wonderful week. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for spending your Sunday night with me. And I hope you learned something, got some creative inspiration, or a smile or two. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.